Okay, guys, welcome back to Sam Plays Chess, where every day for the next 90 days, well, a lot less now because it's day 15, but I play chess and I study chess and I come up with my focus for every day based on this block of resources from Grandmasters. So today, because I've been learning a lot, I'm going to focus on simplification, and it's going to involve a rapid game as well as a focus on the game and then my evaluation, which is manual review first, as the sources suggest, to identify a mistake, and then an engine review. Now, you're going to get a lot of value out of this one. I think if you ever have this craziness going on in your mind where you just evaluate a situation and then you think it's a good move, but you don't like the line, so you go back and ultimately it's a bit of a difficult decision. So I'm going to try and focus on that today. And if you guys want to follow your own progress, check out the tracker in the description below. And without further ado, let's jump into the game. Okay, so another 10-minute rapid game. Today's focus on simplification. I'm going to try and keep it slow, but not too slow, because I've been finding that balance between playing good moves and taking my time, not rushing, but not being too slow that I lose on the clock. Now, actually, this is something I've practiced quite a bit. I don't know if it's something or just something I've seen quite recently. Is the England gambit. Normal line is that, with the whole intention of like attacking my bishop. Like if I move my bishop to here, but instead I can move it, okay, so to here, then he comes here and we get into a complicated line, but I have a different move here. And then he goes there, then I have to bring it back. It's funny, I've studied this line recently, actually. No, I think the only move here is knight. We get into some kind of position where it's kind of equal. And now this is the key move. Then at some point I can bring rook here. He has to come here. Let's see how well black knows this. Because it is quite sharp. Hey, any other moves I can think of here? I think I can do that now. Then he goes here. Then that seems like a sensible move. See how prepared my opponent is here. I'm not sure. Is that where my theory ends? Because I think I play this. But if I play that, my opponent gets here. Doesn't really get me anything. However, let's defend this pawn, or maybe I just give this pawn up, you know? I think I do play it because I can't remember the line from there. Move here. Does it get a bit sharp? Do I play pawn? Where does his knight go? To here? I play that. At the moment he can just take, right? So perhaps I do that, and this is undefended. At some point I want to play this. All right, let me think here. I do have a discovered attack on his queen, but that's hanging at the moment. So perhaps I just play 4. So I can come here at some point. You have a discovered on his, his queen comes back to here or here. So you have quite a big development advantage at the moment. So it's just how to capitalize on that. Okay. Right, interesting moves. Queen does come back. Now I can probably open this up already now and defend my knight. Get ready to castle. My opponent brings knight here. Guess yes. You can come in here. 3. So I'll just drop back 1. There. At some point, he's going to like this pawn, I guess. Okay, let's look for weaknesses now. Okay, this move takes. I get an attack. Comes here. It doesn't really work at the moment. Queen's in the middle. Perhaps I just blast this open. Do I just... Otherwise I come here or here. Let's just take. And come here and castle. Use that. Maybe I'll play that first. Now, rook and his knight jump. It can't. His bishop can't easily move. Guess he can play like knight, bishop. Perhaps I prevent that at some point. Oh no, I can't play this because it just hangs there. What's my plan then? Perhaps, yeah, okay, so here. My bishop really active, okay. Well, I think I do it anyway. Good spot for my bish. I can just play that. Okay. Okay. Now, over here, maybe here. But that then, let's say I go here, we can play bishop, and I play here. Then what's he got? Can I defend this square easily? I'll bring the bishop back. Go here. I think I can kick. Or I can go here. Do that first. Do I want a draw here? Is my opponent offering a draw? Perhaps not. He does. Oh, can I trap? This could be interesting. Don't really mind. Okay, just allow him to get that. Think about this for a minute. It's a bit misplaced now. I'm attacking this pawn at some point. Frustrating. I didn't capitalize on that. Okay, maybe I just go here, take a little bit down on time. I am attacking this pawn though. Now I'm threatening to come in here. Okay, but this is going to be an interesting analysis, guys, because I think I'm going to reveal some good opportunities here. Staying quite patient, don't feel too rushed, even though I'm a bit behind on the clock. I'm going to try and make it up. Not too far. My opponent does have a better pawn structure here. That's something that came out of this. He takes, there's no question. I do have 2 pawns in the center, I might have in a moment. And it plays a waiting move. Probably bish. And I play queen. Okay, like bishop's a bit weak there. Now what's the issue there? Okay, I'm going to play that first. Can I though? Do I want to? Let's play that. Interesting move. So here. Maybe block, trap the fish. If I take, I get. No, I don't have this because he attacks the knight. I think I want it to be here actually. I'm not sure though. With this now. Yeah, I can go here then. Here and here. It sounded quite well. I guess I could have taken that pawn. I don't know why I didn't, because he's perhaps opening up. If I trade, queen, attack. Go here. Oh, goodness. No way did I do that. Oh, okay, let's go here first. Oh, no. That's just so dumb. But my opponent did not capitalize on it. Thankfully, I still have a chance in this game. Okay, gotta get let off there. Let's see what I can do. Oh, that was frustrating. Okay, let's go here. What moves does my opponent have? Takes. Then I can put pressure here, but I can just put pressure there. It's got to be frustrating for my opponent. So where does his... Okay, wants that. I'm not going to let him. Just go here. I want to protect this square at some point. Let's get this pawn rolling, perhaps. Or, yeah, I can come here at some point, or I go here. Let's think about where I want my... I think it's quite well placed. My king a bit safer. What? Why? Okay, that's weird. Why has he done that? Can I not just run to here? Okay, let's force a trade. My opponent really messed up here. How it goes sometimes, eh? Okay, wow. I really got an opportunity there. Okay, that was awesome. Let's go over to the game review. Okay, so focus on the review. I'm going to see if I can focus on, obviously, the origin of first mistake, but also evaluation errors, whether I spotted the right line and didn't go for it. I feel like I wasn't calculating too deeply. Yeah, okay, let's start with the opening now then. England Gambit, this is normal. This is normal. And I think there's either moves here or here. Both allow this move, queen to b4, which is a check, and then I think both moves you just have to come back. Yeah, I don't know. There was some reason for playing that. I can't remember exactly. Anyway, I think both are okay. Okay, we play that. We get that move. Pretty sure that's right. I'm going to double check that in the analysis. Also pretty sure that's right because obviously now he's attacking this. And actually, if he's able to take that, say I don't play and I play like some random move here. Well, actually, maybe that one's okay because I have that, but he still gets my rook. So it's not ideal. And anyway, I have to defend that square and it seems like it's the only way to do it. Okay. Now here, that was the first point. So I want to like try and understand this. From this point, perhaps is there another move? I think it's okay, but perhaps there is another one. But certainly obvious errors there because I'm pushing the knight back. Now I'm able to defend this pawn. Is there another way to do it? Perhaps bring the knight back was another option. So yeah, perhaps. I think at this point, perhaps might have been my first error or slight inaccuracy, but still, I'm developing my pieces and getting perhaps nice pawn structure. Well, not a nice pawn structure, but at least having central control for my damaged pawn structure, let's say. So yeah, perhaps that is the first mistake. I'd be interested to see that. So let's go over to the engine review now. Well, yeah, obviously the only move here is to take, and the engine says like we're above, but it's not that simple, honestly, because unless you know these moves, and yeah, like G5 and F4 are both fine. Okay, slightly favoring it, but basically the same. Okay, because we have to bring. What does he? Okay, my opponent has another move, which is F6. F6, and I take, but the most common is that. D2, I come back. Okay, but there is another move there. Apparently I can play C3 already here. He takes B2. Now we come back to D2 anyway. So it's more or less the same position. It's just a slightly different position, but I'll go this way. Still 2 points ahead. And yeah, D4 is the only move now. 2.5 up. So how can I convert this? Okay, everything's fine up to there. That's also fine. And is that the best move? That is the best move still. Something is sitting. Now I missed. Okay, quite a big slip there. Now, C to B5. Okay, it wants me to play C to B5. What? Okay. Oh, God, yeah, because... of course it's discovered. Now queen has to play D8 all the way back. Then that allows me to come in here. Bishop has to take. I get the pawn here. I guess it just puts his bishop in jail. Okay, that is very interesting. Right, that was my first mistake. Okay, now let's have a look. On the whole, I felt like after this I did play fairly simple moves, so okay with that. It was a focus today. I did play very, very poor. Okay, now, wow. Okay, opening was not great. I definitely need to review this line. Okay, let's see. Opening wasn't great, but I'm playing good moves. Fine. Okay. Okay, now I start making errors, but so does my opponent, actually. I mean, I missed there. Okay, I did want to play that move. I played it slightly later. Okay, that was an inaccuracy. Well, it's a bit of a catastrophe here. Okay, I need to study this a little bit more. Like, why are these happening? But yeah, in terms of, anyway, let's go super deep here at the moment. But in terms of the first mistake, it's after this moment here, I've got this discovered attack, and obviously the queen can't take because I just take with the knight. Then he loses queen. And I get this really nice position with the pawn ultimately ending up there. Yeah, so obviously, it's hard to play simple moves in this position, but I tried my best, and this is definitely one to study. The review is going really well. I'm keeping up with all the notes, the pre-game and the post-game. So guys, the template, as I say, is in the description. I'll put that in there for this study, and it keeps the pre and the post-game sheets. It's the post-game sheet where you analyze what you perceive your thinking to be, as well as where the first mistake was, or what the first error phase was. And I've been completing this pretty well all the way through. So yeah, it's a good way to track your progress, if nothing else. If you get value from this, guys, really appreciate it. Subscribe or like. Keep the comments coming. I'm sorry I've been really slow, but I do honestly really appreciate them, as well as you guys who are watching the video consistently, and all my subscribers. Thank you very much. Take care, guys. Bye-bye.